these level 1 spells are completely unimportant right now. Sneak attacks. Sneak attacks. You could mix him with a bard too, okay? If you wanna sing. For damage rolls, for saving throws. For all skill checks. That it's way too fucking late for it. Rowdy. Rowdy. It is rowdy. A free vital strike also. Sneak attack. Additional damage per sneak attack on vitals. Let it be so. Really, he doesn't profit out of monk. At all. So I don't give a fuck. We need that improved quarry. She can remain as espionage expert. Basically, that's already a multi-class without multi-classing. Point blank master, dash for the toughness improve critical. Make her a point blank master. Bullshit. I'm using a longbow. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. It's gonna be well. Yeah, it's gonna be iron well. Diran! Finally! Fucking finally! Hey, I need to be careful with Diran. I need to be careful. What do I get? I wrote it down. Because I got 2 ancestries. With Diran, I get Foresight and Heroic Invocation. What do I specialize? Blade barriers or firestorm? Firestorm because I spam it. Yeah, firestorm. Mass heal. He's already got mass heal from ancestry. There's a mass heal. Dolas, thanks for the follow. He's already got mass heal from the ancestry, okay? Only one spell to pick. This is disgusting. I got Fairy Body now. More of it. We're gonna check it out now, just to see what to do. It's overwhelming or Polar Midnight. You don't need Winds of Vengeance, do you? It's personal. A fly speed. I mean, he can make use of it. Why the fuck not? But definitely it's gonna be Polar Midnight. Polar Midnight into Overwhelming Presence, and then Diran is done. Because the game is bugged and you don't know what you receive, this is the only way to check out level 9. Now we receive Heroic Invocation and Foresight for free from the Ancestry. And that's fucking huge. This too. A complete beast. Nenio, you receive nothing. But then again, what I would mix you up with? You're already a scroll 7th. You profit out of nothing as a scroll 7th. It's limited. Nothing I can do about it. We specialize in weird. Or icy prison mess. I'm also using storm bolts a lot. Have I picked an element? I picked fire. Fucking hell, I picked fire. I need to check if sunburst is fire. I think it is. No, it doesn't belong to any. It's just a sunburst. It's not fire. Dear Lord, I got a lot of spells. Alright. One slot. Bull Bear Cat Owl. Bull, bear, cat, owl, eagle, splendor. Angelic. One more salamander. Four sights for 2 tanks. Ej! Kakav kolač? Molim? Kakav kolač, bre? Odakle? Odakle? Se čujemo? Thanks, Praxis, thanks. Time to rest. With a Demon Slayer soup. Although I don't know if I should waste it, it's already easy enough. Maybe Monster Casserole. Damage rolls. Or Pilaf. Go with Pilaf. this. The Tethered Eagle Watch banner must have been taken as a trophy. The Holy Paladin who carried it probably perished in the mines of Solifear long ago. Oh. Man, every time the beast dies, it unequips items. I'll fucking freak out from this. Can't believe this shit. Няма да прочу. Ще да мутирам да ми кажеш šta je bilo. Čekaj, da okrenem ovo da možda prođeš. Ma još. Just a second, my wife brought me a cake. Right. Where were we? I think she brought me this one. It's without sugar, dark chocolate only. Belgium dark chocolate cookie. Very good. Bismuth.
Head on. Belgium chocolate.
Ne. Šta je to?
Vidjela sam vidio mi proda.
Šta?
Ovo je crna, a ovo je bela. Ovo otvorili.
She also got real Belgium chocolate. I'll show you how it looks like. Because I'm seeing it for the very first time also. It's from a professional cook, okay? The ingredients that actually go into these cookies, but I can't fucking open it. I'll show you how it looks. Let me knock that lunch. No. Dobro si ga pretvorio. Drži ga što hoćeš da ga pobodiš. That is white Belgium chocolate. That's how it looks like.
Tvoja crna. To je za mene.
Let me taste it.
Ne može se. Ne može se brzo brojati.
Man. Astounding how the fuck this shit tastes. I hate white chocolate, by the way, but this one is tasty. Holy shit, man.
Ovo da, super.
Drži ovo. This is dark Belgium chocolate. Show you how it looks. Amazing. Amazing. No words for this. You don't know what's better. White or dark. Man. It's where I set free those slaves, yeah? I hate to drop some of these items, they're way too fucking heavy. For example. In case, well, when you have the inventory full like this, in case you receive a strength penalty during combat, you immediately become medium. So you should be as lighter as possible. But fuck it.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Rules are made to be broken. Ona Adayana. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
think that's enough.
I must part with everything demonic in me. Irresistibly beautiful wings.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
I will help where I can.
Inimosi travis amranda gratior. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Ona adayana. Ona adayana.
No one stands in my way.
Everything I need. I don't use a single character with intelligence. Okay, there's Nania, but she's already boosted.
Together we stand.
I'm losing my temper.
Wait, Yorina. Now we can fight.
Are we ready to move out?
Missed me already.
Yet another obstacle. Die! Let's hear you cry!
No, beast mode, beast mode. Rip Bismuth. Find a key or a lockpick to open the barrier. Specific tool will be needed to dispel the barrier of sitting abyssal energy that blocks this spot. Speaking about abyssal energy that blocks the path. Speaking about it, I have a save. I wanna check something. There was one door I couldn't pass. Just a quick check. So I know if I missed it or not. I doubt I'll ever do mounted builds. I really don't. It's open, people, it's open. I got air purifier. I opened the door. Don't worry about it. This. Any way to open it. Bellier similar to what you see in a real laboratory. A little different, it seems denser, more solid, stronger. In other words, no, nothing you can do about it. I'm glad there is nothing you can do about it. Mutasaphan. Yeah. The demon Mutasaphan silently observes the army's departure with the air of military leader watching soldiers on parade. When he finally notices you, he barely acknowledges your presence. It's you. Why aren't you dead? I thought our mutual acquaintance explained this to you. Didn't the echo tell you that I cannot die? Not by ordinary means, at least. However, if you think I will reveal the secret of my immortality, you are greatly mistaken. I wish I had your luck, my demon colleague. With this ability you can perform all kinds of dangerous and deadly experiments. I wish I weren't restricted by my immortality. There's so many things I'd like to do, but I have to restrain myself. This is her showing restraint. We keep slaughtering you creatures and now you won't stay dead. Make one wrong move and I'll slice you into strips. We'll see how well you put yourself back together again. Where's Kevzamira? Not far. She's actually on the other side of the barrier I constructed. It's an excellent barrier, very reliable. I perfected a formula invented by a real Warlash. These barriers cannot be opened without a key. And they're also perfectly camouflaged. I heard that the barrier in your little town of Dresden was particularly effective. Crusaders walk past the entrance to the Midnight Fane thousands of times, but never noticed it until now. You cannot get through the barrier to Kevzamira without my help. I could help you, of course, but I won't. If you want my key, you're going to have to take it. Where are those demons going? Those marvelous demons that I selected by hand. The army that I personally nurtured and nourished with the power of Nahindrian crystals. They've been sent. I hope your imagination is already running wild with possibilities. Some were precious to you, some were entirely defenseless. Well, any guesses? If you think I'm sending them to the little town of Dresden, you're mistaken. First of all, it's already being dealt with by others, and second, there isn't much honor to be gained from conquering the pathetic rock pile. The town's been ravaged like a whore. It's been taken more times than a brothel slave in a Lushinira. My army will not go to Dresden. Our mutual acquaintance showed me a far more interesting target. The echo of the Skari told me about a sanctuary of the Imperial Lord Pulura that is hidden in the depths of the world moon. Ah, shit. It seems that a handful of Sarkorian stargazers and their angelic patron have been fooling the armies of the Abyss for years. The temple has been hidden under the noses of almighty demon leaders Minyago, Darazand, and of course Kevzamira. No one has ever found it. If I conquer it and bring it to ruin, the victory will be mine alone. And I have something very special planned for those stargazers. Why are you working with the Echo of the Skari? Because it's a pleasure to work with him. Our business arrangement is mutually beneficial. In the Abyss there are two kinds of alliances. Alliances based on shared interests and alliances based on shared enemies. My alliance with Echo falls primarily into the first category, for now. He gave me information about the location of Pulura's hidden sanctuary in the world world, and in exchange I performed a Hindrian ritual on him, and endowed him with new powers. You should keep that in mind the next time you see him, and you will see him again soon. Echo of the Skari is now mythic. Does Kevzamira know about your plans? Why do you think we're having this conversation? She never suspected my true intentions, and she may still be clueless now. Of course, it is also possible that she has discovered my plans too late and is now powerless to stop me. But what's a little betrayal between demons? I do control of the army. waited for you to knock on the gate and then gave the order for them to march out. If everything goes according to plan, I'll be long gone by the time you and Hevzamira have finished with one another. I already defeated you in a battle once. Do you really want to be humiliated a second time? Give me the key to the barrier, and I'll let you escape with your life. Mutasafin licks his lips nervously. After a moment hesitation, he musses thoughtfully. What do I have to lose? After all, I already betrayed Hezamira. If I give the key to her enemy, I'll rid myself of both of them. Alright, mortal, here's your key. No need to get upset. I'll do what I need to keep you from attacking me. I don't want to die on such a momentous day and ruin my chance to finally destroy Pulura's temple. I don't wanna grab the kill like this. See if I can kill him for the second time, I guess. Although this is the easier way with intimidation, but there is no way you receive more XP like that. And what's on this side?
Rules are made to be broken.
Move out!
Attack. Now you understand you cannot prevent my army from plundering the temple of Pulura, but you can always try to kill me. If you succeed, you can take the key from my still-warm corpse and go confront Hevzamira at her headquarters. Then you can kill her too, if you're strong enough, of course. Fucker destroyed the bridge. Does he destroy the bridge if I intimidate? He does. I'm gonna kill him. Plus, it's more challenge like that. I'll let some resist though before I enter the fight.
I welcome your company.
I'm always open to ideas.
Mutasafin. Hey, you're an easy kill. Let's see how we want to do it.
Out of my sight! Die!
See what weird does.
Disappear.
It's so bloody easy. It started to be a stomp. Oh. Mutasafen.
Let's hear you
What
cry.
are you doing, Mutasafen? Mutasafen. That's the key. Magical key that reveals and removes hidden demonic barriers. This key belonged to the demon Mutasafen and opens the barriers he created, which means we can open the one under the Dresden in a midnight pain. Heavy crossbow. It's easy, to be honest, it's easy. It's extremely easy here.
A bright future awaits us.
Got it.
If you look beyond the ruined bridge, you can see a planar rift in the distance. Can I? His laboratory.
I sense something.
This was simple enough.
Why was it trapped though? When there's nothing.
It went splendidly.
Magical equipment is used to give mythic powers to demons. These implements are similar to the ones you saw at Xantier's lab.
Call me again if you need to.
These working notes document possible methods for blocking the powers granted by Nahindrian crystals. However, the notes are incomplete. Either the research is unfinished, or it has reached a dead end. If you're reading this, Hev Zamira, my plan has most likely succeeded. I'm now leading an army, my army, through the lands of Golarion, and you're shaking with terror, waiting to find out how your father will punish you. I wish I could be there to witness your humiliation. Perhaps Baphomet will spare you and send after me. You probably hope to capture me and make me suffer, using the power of the Nahindrian crystals that I help you to obtain. Well, you should know that first of all, the revival system I created for myself is flawless. You can't kill me even if you manage to kill me. Second, I'm already close to perfecting my deadliest weapon. Do you know what it is? I will be able to temporarily remove the powers and abilities that are bestowed by Nahindrian crystals. See, I told you my secret, but I will not tell you how will I achieve this feat. What will it be? Poison, spell, magical object? I want you to think about the possibilities so that you shudder and flinch at every shadow. A long time ago I learned a simple lesson. To gain power in the abyss, you must seize your underlings by the throat with one hand and destroy your enemies with the other. Well, you destroyed many enemies, but you've never been good at controlling your subordinates. I've been preparing this rebellion for years, weaving intrigue, recruiting allies, gathering resources, working out a revival system for myself, and you never noticed. Be sure you mention that to Baphomet. He will appreciate my subtlety. Although he will not be pleased that an ordinary demon and incubus spawn, no less. He has tricked his princess daughter. So farewell, princess. I look forward to seeing you, but I will not be disappointed if your death prevents us from meeting again. Mutasafen. The Nahindrian crystal has not been fully cut.
Move out.
mute us up in lab. We are done here. There was a door somewhere around here that I can open, I think.
I lead, you follow.
I'm gonna click it, fuck you. These remains contain traces of divine power. The demons did not merely sacrifice this person to Baphomet, they tore them to shreds. All that is left of the body is a few scattered bones. Corruption of the abyss retreats.
Onwards!
Nothing.
Something is not right here.
Well.
Are you
that
stupid, Scylla? It feels like I've been playing a different game. Okay, one game was in Dresden and the main map of Golarion and so on. You know what happened for those 200 hours. And this feels, I don't know, like a DLC for the same game.
I sense something.
Don't even know for how long I've been here in the Abyss. I really don't know. When I started it, like 7 days ago. And I really hope this is the end. I wanna go back to Golarion. I'm sick of the Abyss. Sick of it.
I sense something.
Call me again if you need to. This was simple enough.
Kukri.
Move out!
Last one, Kukri. The mass heal is good. No, this is regular heal. You get the fuck out. What are these stupid rewards? I've been everywhere.
Head on!
The key should unlock this. Should. Because there is nothing else left. Remove the seal. Finally. The main goal is to defeat the daughter of Baphomet. The main goal for me is to take a Pes. And then defeat the daughter of Baphomet. Be right back very fast. Tam miały. No. Šta za mi? Oh. Is there a way to recruit Ninio again? I doubt. Because it's a random encounter when you recruit Ninio. Is this an insta fight with Kevzamira?
Something is not right here.
This was simple enough. Call me again if you need to.
Earthbreaker. Hey my god, +1 Earthbreaker. This religious icon depicts the head of a goat. The goat has a blazing star on its forehead. A strange, confusing map of the abyssal realms. Diamond dust. Unusually accurate map of Golarion. It depicts the topography of both Mendev and the World Wound with detailed precision.
I lead. You
Young
follow.
demons. Kevzamira. Thanks for the follow. And the angels. Where's the voice acting? You followed me for a long time, you frail, pathetic little stalker. But then you disappeared. You've been gone for so long, I thought you were dead. I'm glad you proved me wrong. I would enjoy it if you had died alone in the darkness, lost and forgotten. But I would much rather punish you in person. Behold the great daughter of Baphomet in all her glory. The great daughter of Baphomet. A daughter of an abominable lord of the abyss and an avatar of another. I'm glad to find you both here. Instead of ending the life of one evil creature, we can rid the world of two. Unless, of course, you decide to flee again, Echo. Oh, this little shit. And why should I flee? You came here on your own, hand of the Inquisitor. And very soon you'll realize your mistake. That awaits you here. You will never leave this place alive. Did you know I was coming for you? You Crusaders think that all demons are dumb as the rebel we sent to Golarion. But that isn't true. I prevailed in wars and battles that you mortals know nothing about, and I always use scouts. My spies are everywhere. When you were trying to get the attention of Our Lady in Shadow, they told me that you were searching for me. I tracked your movements. I knew the moment you stepped foot on that ship, and I sent my slave, Kestelgear, after you. Unfortunately, he proved just as useless in undead as he was in life. I disappeared. What are you talking about? My journey only lasted a few weeks. Weeks? You haven't been seen in almost 6 months. You showed up in the abyss, caused mayhem in Alushinera, and then you disappeared. My spies told me you had acquired a ship and were headed for Solifir. So I sent Kestelgear to hunt you down. But you disappeared, and up until now I assumed you were dead. I thought you must be fish food by now, or that perhaps you had deserted, having realized your ridiculous and pathetic struggle was doomed to failure. 6 months passed. The echo of the scary laugh is shrill and unpleasant. The abyss is primordial chaos. The laws of space and time have no power here, but this chaos can be controlled. You could, for example, force it to distort time around a particular ship, one that is being used by the overconfident outsiders who are used to a world of order and stability. Mutasafen stole your army from you. The demon reels if she has been slapped. You can hear the pure rage in her voice as she hisses angrily. Mutasafan is a skilled alchemist and a gifted scientist, but he thinks too highly of himself. He was born in the Abyss and has spent his life here, so his knowledge and skills were too valuable to risk on the front lines. He dreams of endless entertainment in the lands of the mortals and desires the glory of conquering Golarion. But he will not live to see such triumph. He will pay bitterly for his betrayal. After all, I'm the one of the few who know the secret of Mutasafan's mortality. But you don't need to worry about any of that. You won't live long enough to see me destroy him. Portal in this room, where does it lead? It leads to the Nexus. Our hub of minds and portals. You managed to put the mining of Nahindrian crystals on hold for a while, but the work will resume soon. I'll finish here with you, then go to Golarion, catch Mutasafen and drag him back. I'll have to decide the best punishment for him. Can he still work with crystals if he has no eyes? How about one eye and one hand? And of course I'll certainly take his legs. He will continue to create an army for me, whether he wants it or not. And with his hordes, I will march through the whirlwind, through Mendev and through your entire plane, from one end to another. Mortals shall bow before Hevzamira, daughter of Baphomet. Not just mortals, I will think of a worthy punishment for you as well, you miserable stupid traitor. She turns to Arushali. What kind of a scum would trade the fury and power of the Abyss for a friendship with these slabs of meat? You're a disgrace to the entire demon race. Who are you, girl, to lecture me about the Abyss? You're nothing more than a slab of meat yourself, a half-mortal perversion of your father. You're not even a real demon, so don't you dare. Why don't you just give up? Mutasafan used his skills to give me new powers. I think it's time to use them. When I'm finished with you, I will have you chained. You will be dragged behind the army, naked, wounded and trembling. You will watch as I, daughter of Baphomet and archpriest of his cult, take Golarion by the throat. I will bring it to its knees and make it whip like a wench that's been whipped. You mention you're dead an awful lot. Please tell me you haven't been cooking up all these schemes against the Golarians just to impress your father. I refuse to accept that the reason for all these atrocities is something so dumb. What now? How did you...
Do not waver!
How did you catch the hand of the Inheritor? Lariel, Targona, Berenger, Eliandra. We got Evocators, Dispellers. Dispellers need to die first. The Skari is not even a boss now. It's only Hevzamira. And Hevzamira is level 60. Interesting. But it's gonna be a stomp. I didn't use buffs. Which sucks.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I had a lot of buffs left.
You won't survive me.
Those dispellers, they need to die.
Endure this!
I will resist.
See how it goes. Maybe I can win it without buffs, you never know. Shit, there was a passage. I just figured out now there was a passage behind me. With those crystals. I need to do them too. See if Weird can collect someone.
Thank you.
Die from weird. Give her a shot once. This is disgusting. I wonder what on earth is Nenio doing?
Prepare yourself.
Make every strike count.
With you.
Shit, Nenio will die.
Passion is irrational.
They're spamming way too much.
Desna, guide my hand.
I wanna kill them all. Leave Hepzabira for now. She's useless. Don't kill her.
You've crossed the wrong
Into
Free
line.
XP.
the prey.
Did you see that?
Die!
The inheritor, guide my
You
blade.
won't survive me.
Very easy.
Make your peace.
Performance is lacking. You are lacking.
Very, very easy. I wonder what about the Scurry now.
Vision blurring. Legs are shaking. Peculiar.
Endure this.
What's with his Damira? She doesn't attack anyone at all. This was disappointing. They look like a metal band indeed. Run for your life, head for the Nexus will hide from this. You will pay for this, my father will punish you for your insolence. Behold the power, behold the greatness, tremble before Baphomet. Ah, it's Baphomet. Make this insolent mortal suffer, my lord, and punish the rebellious angel who refuses to bow before you. The angel who wandered into the abyss and could not find a way back to heaven. I heard about you. My daughter could not break your spirit, but I will rip out your heart. Lady Omedea, hear my final words. The leader of the crusade is one of Ariel Warwish profanes creations. His power comes from the blood of the fallen demon lords, yet here's our only hope. You won't kill the inheritor, you piece of shit. Your torture drove the angel mad. No! Piece of shit! I god damn it. just killed his daughter.
You have killed Iomede's most faithful servant. You will not commit such an injustice with impunity.
Feel a shiver of excitement in your chest tightens with anticipation. The light you once wielded in the dungeons of Kinabres begs to be revealed once more, but why? Was it the hand of the Inheritor's final words, or was it his terrible death? Whatever the reason, it seems he has awakened something within you.
Have I been summoned merely to push this creature to death? A mortal who still shows loyalty to the queen that exiled him to the abyss. Oh yes, Galfrey guards her glory with the jealousy of a lioness.
I gotta say, Inheritor really died. I don't know who the fuck wrote that, okay, but he died like an idiot. The fiery gaze of a demon lord of beasts pierces you like a red-hot knife. The demon scrutinizes you for a moment and bursts into mocking laughter that resounds through the air.
But no, this creature proudly wears the knife stuck in his back like a badge of honor. Or is the betrayal weighing you down after all? Did you come here looking for a new master? One who can help you seek revenge?
I don't belong to the Abyss. I believe in Desna. I believe in mortals. And in the right to dream of something greater than being dominated by monsters like you.
She stands before this demon lord of the abyss, Samina instinct Orsius, Arushali, to her knees. She bows her head, compelled to show her reverence and submission to his authority. But the succubus is scowling, and there's stubborn glint in her eye. Slowly, as if bearing the weight of an entire mountain on her shoulders, Arushali straightens up and defiantly faces down the demon lord.
Well done, sister. I've always believed in you. In the name of all the gods of light who protect Galarian, you tell that thing to piss off.
Where's the hand of the Inheritor?
Why do you care about his fate? He was merely your overseer. Heaven sent him to watch over you. His only purpose was to remind you of your mission and to destroy you should you stray from the path. You shouldn't worry about him. He is just Iomede's pawn, and she did not think twice about sacrificing him. The foolish angel thought he would be forgiven for leaving Regathiel and joining Iomede. But heaven never rewards traitors with its trust.
You slay your own daughter?
I have countless slaves and numerous offspring. When one of them disappoints me, I simply get rid of them. To me, you are nothing more than mayflies. Your lives are so brief, it is as if you are already dead.
Oh, I have a question concerning your offspring, too. Tell me, Lord Baphomet, how is it genetically possible that you have the head of a goat, and yet you are the progenitor of minotaurs, which are essentially bulls? Are you mating with a certain cow whose genes went out over yours?
Are you mating with a certain cow whose genes win out over yours?
I will take particular pleasure in killing you.
Yo. I propose a deal, Baphomet. I think we can help each other. Good requires angel meeting path. Reveal the light of heaven. You've spoken enough, Lord of the Abyss. I will stop you. I know that I can. The light spreads outwards, it illuminates the holy wardens and they reflect in its radiance, shining newly formed stars.
I feel power. It surrounds me from without and fills me from within. Shudder in fear, Lord of the Abyss, for you are my enemy, and I, an angel of heaven, holy warden of the Fifth Crusade, am telling you that you cannot escape from here. Death awaits you at the hands of the one who illuminated us with this light.
Get another obstacle.
No escape. No escape. It seems like he completely removed all of my buffs. This was the spell. This is level 61. Chaotic Evil Outsider Baphomet. This ain't a joke.
I will resist.
Make every strike count.
A rock opera. No, this is a metal opera. What are you doing? Overwhelming presence.
This condition is irrational.
Holy blight. Scylla needs to hold on. That's the most important. Why the fuck I didn't do break enchantment?
Vision blurring, legs are shaking, peculiar.
They're useless. Companions are useless. Baleful polybot. And slow. Come here, Baphomet. Come here.
This will leave a bruise.
Oh, you hit hard, you piece of shit. presence, man.
I'm all right.
He hits like a truck.
I'm all right. This'll leave a bruise. I'm all right. I'm all right. The light, take you. This'll leave a bruise. I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Unreal companions are useless.
Assist me at once.
They're useless. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. It's literally me against him.
Heal me quickly.
It's like the fucker knows that he's gonna die, so let's take all of your companions, okay?
This is not my time yet.
You're unbelievable. He ignores me.
Heal me quickly. This is not the end.
It doesn't matter. I entered the fight without buffs, without all, okay? There's gonna be some ass kicking right now, okay? There's gonna be some ass kicking. I was close without buffs. Oh my god, no! No, you bitch, no. I need to spread when he appears. I need to spread all around Baphomet so he can crowd control a few of them, but not my entire team. It's extremely important, first of all, to spread this too, okay? Then to be up front and leave Diran in the middle. Even better, we put them like this so we can spread even further when the fight begins. And you two can't get affected with overwhelming presence. That's the first thing, and then it's Animosi Travisi.
I sense something.
This was simple enough. Call me again if you need to.
I welcome your company. Rules are made to be broken.
You require my unbiased opinion? Oh, yes, what?
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
Miuslave.
All this waiting bores me.
Together we stand.
You are my favorite aide.
Na orma. Na orma. Na orma.
Missed me already.
Struggles never cease.
I'm all ears.
We will win this war.
Battles await.
Wanna see if he removes all of my buffs. I believe he removes it all. Okay, that's the disgusting part. That's extremely disgusting. When he removes everything. That's the problem. Real problem.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Do not fear! Do not waver! The light take you!
I will resist!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
This'll leave a bruise.
You won't survive me.
Prepare yourself.
How the fuck you got chunked like that? How the fuck did you got chunked like that? Have Zamir.
Let's strike from the shadows.
Yet another obstacle.
Into the fray!
Die! You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I will resist.
What the fuck are you doing?
You won't survive me.
Prepare yourself. For Desna, guide my hand.
Wicked fiend.
Well done.
Why do I will take particular pleasure in killing.
None shall escape!
Nah, I'm blinded. I'm freaking blinded.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Let's hear you cry.
Look at Diran. Just look at Diran.
Make every strike count. Did you see that?
That was a huge crit. Positioning helped. Nocticula.
Impossible. Impossible. Asmodeus himself could not contain me, but now, a mortal.
Demon Lord wheezes and then falls silent.
Bravo. Bravo! What an unexpected performance. Lady Vorlesh did not tell me you were capable of this. To take away a demon lord's ability to move across the plains and through space. You set up a barrier that even I, in my own realm, was unable to overcome right away. The old goat must have been very, very surprised when he died.
Silence is broken by the sound of loud applause. The lady in shadow was watching the fight and now she's clapping enthusiastically. However, something about her effusive praise seems forced and insincere. So what happened? The lady in shadow might think that you know everything about me, but I'm not your plaything. My abilities are not limited by you, Ariel, or anyone else. You cannot control me. So what happened? Mew!
Your power resonated within your companions, causing an unusual effect. It reminds me of how the chain of ward stones works. I could not cross the barrier, and neither could the old goat. He was trapped inside, and could not escape when he became too exhausted to fight.
You may think that you know everything about me. I'm not your plaything. My abilities are not limited by you, Ariel, or anyone else.
Do you still believe your abilities were given to you by the gods? Or perhaps you think they are a product of your own mental fortitude? What nonsense. Yes, you managed to defeat your first demon lord, but you are the only one to accomplish such a feat. Do you know how many demon lords I have murdered?
What happened to Baphomet will happen to all of my enemies sooner or later.
I sincerely hope that wasn't a threat.
How did you get here?
You have been absent for too long. You are the chosen instrument of my will, but for months there was no word from you, and no one in the Midnight Isles knew where you were. I watched you from afar, unseen, but then you also managed to hide yourself from my gaze. If it hadn't been for Lady Vorlesh, I would have thought you dead long ago. She kept reassuring me that you were alive, and then I felt your blood in my realm again, and I heard the sound of Baphomet's hooves as he walked through my land. That is when I realized two things. First, this was my chance to annoy the old goat, and second, betting on you was the right choice.
Why did you decide to attack Baphomet? You didn't want war?
I did not want to enter into a difficult, exhausting war against Baphomet when he was at full strength. But massacring his minions when they are helpless and success is guaranteed? Well, that is a different matter entirely. Thanks to recent events, the slaughter can finally begin. Baphomet is frightened. He will not leave his abode for at least a year, because if he dies again within that time, his death will be final. This gives me an overwhelming advantage. My black bolts gave him a kiss he will not soon forget, and the memory of their touch will cool his fervor.
Meu. Tá. John. John. Zdarnisz. Zejdę. 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 So he's not really dead. He will not leave his abode for at least a year. If he dies again, by that time his death will be final.
2 armies of demons will meet in the coming battle, and one of them will be led by its mistress in all her glory. The other one, however, will be cut off at the head and left without the leadership of its lord. In a year's time, I will have undermined Baphomet's forces and deprived him of his troops and allies. By the time he finally feels invincible again, it will be too late. And instead of crushing my servants and destroying my islands, he will be forced to bargain for his life. As you can see, I won this war before it started. And it's all thanks to you.
Now that Baphomet is dead, will he become an island in your realm?
No. Any demon lord that is killed will return to their abyssal realm, where they will be reincarnated. Their body will be unharmed, but the demon lord will be vulnerable for an entire year. If they are killed again during that time, they will be drawn into the Rift of Repose forever. However, if I kill them, they will become an island in my realm. Therefore, nothing will induce Baphomet to leave his labyrinth during the next year.
You said I was gone for several months, but my journey didn't take that long.
Perhaps it felt that way, but believe it or not, Alishanira has already forgotten the hot-headed Galarian who caused mayhem throughout the city. You may have ended up in some sort of temporal anomaly. These sometimes occur in the Abyss. Or perhaps someone arranged this anomaly for you. If that is the case, you are lucky to have escaped from it so quickly. You could have been gone for several centuries.
My power increased.
Of course it has. Everything went according to plan. Your fight with the Demon Lord sapped much of your strength, and you were forced to rely on the power that you were given by Lady Vorlesh. You reached for it instinctively, without even realizing what you were doing. Every Demon Lord needs a weapon. Someone who will be an instrument of their will. Baphomet chose Hepzamira, and I chose you. I'm glad I picked the superior weapon. You proved yourself stronger than your counterpart, and laid bare the cowardice of my enemy. I, the Lady of the Midnight Isles, will give you the honor and glory that such a deed deserves. With a single blow, you have begun the great war between Nocticula and Baphomet. And I will reward you for this achievement. Your queen will reward you for this deed. But she cannot match the generosity of the Lady in Shadow. Accept my profane gift, and remember the moment you triumphed. The moment Nocticula herself expressed her gratitude and respect for you.
What's a profane gift?
Every succubus can bestow her dark patronage upon whomever she likes. My magic will enter your being and enhance your already exceptional abilities. It will also allow me to watch over you and, if you are in mortal peril, help you. It will not make me your guardian demon, but you can expect to receive some aid from me. Furthermore, there is one more aspect to a profane gift. It allows the succubus to affect the mind of whoever is under her protection. You have proven to be trustworthy, and so I will not exploit this by invading your thoughts. Others, however, will not be so kind to you. If a powerful demoness charms you with her magic and grants you her profane gift, you will become her toy. A mortal can only have the patronage of one succubus, and I would rather give you mine than leave your enemies a chance to cause you harm.
I don't need your gift.
You refuse my gift? Reject my favor? As you wish. My patronage will not extend to your humble self.
You promised you would help to close the world wound if I killed Zamira.
Conquest is your next step. The world wound can only be closed where it was opened, in the Threshold Fortress. Go back to Galarian, gather an army, and bring the full force of your power down upon your enemies. Baphomet will wish to recall his soldiers as soon as possible, in order to repel my attack. You will only have to deal with Discari's servants. When you get to the threshold, stand on the edge of the rift that connects your plane and the abyss, and we will execute our plan.
Was to stop Baphomet from sending more slaves here to mine crystals.
I will stop him. Baphomet's servants will be too frightened to go to the place where their master was killed. And whoever tries to mine my crystals will taste my wrath. You have fulfilled the mission for which you came, Galarian Crusader. The mining of Nahindrian crystals has ceased, and Baphomet and Ascari will no longer have mythic demons under their control. I will send my servants to destroy the network of passages they have carved throughout my islands. I will destroy all their portals, including the one that brought you to Alashanira.
What's happening on Golarion?
It is clear that Queen Galfrey lacks your talent as a strategist. In your absence, she has made several mistakes that have brought Mendev's crusaders to the brink of destruction. She is a skilled warrior, and a good leader, but that is not enough. It never has been when it comes to dealing with the world wound. You were the one who tipped the scales toward a victory for Mendev. But you'll soon find out everything for yourself. I won't spoil the surprise.
How do I get home?
The same way you arrived, through the Nexus. The rift that led you into the Abyss is open. Of course, the Queen tried to close up every opening within the Midnight Fane, but I'll let you in on a secret. She didn't close all of them. If you look hard enough, you'll find the way back.
I still have things to do in Solitude.
As you wish. I only hope that when you get home, it won't be too late to save your plane. Now it is time for you to return to your plane. You are desperately needed there. And I must attend to my own affairs.
Tergona. Gun. This smug demon is wrong if she thinks she can toy with me. I cannot seem to dismiss her words about the trouble that awaits us in Golarion. I will transport our companions across the plains, finish your business in this cursed place, and then come to Golarion. What happened when Baphomet appeared? Everything changed, power coursed through me, and suddenly I was connected to all of the other wardens. It was as if the actual ward stones were united in a single chain. They are the living ward stones, that's how. I'd like to believe we could do something like that again. I was focused on the feeling of power that flowed through me, so I did not pay much attention to what actually happened. However, it seems the power that connected all of us also bound and weakened Baphomet. It also prevented any interference from Nocticula. If we can do something like that again, the demon lords will be too frightened to show their faces in the wound. It's a very appealing idea. It turns out that an old cripple like me can still do quite a lot to help the crusade. I may not be able to fight, but I can help the ones who do. The barrier we created that we became, it only weakened and bound Baphomet, but it also kept the Lady in Shadow away from us, and we're in her realm. Demon lords cannot survive where the light of heaven shines. What are you gonna do when you return to Golarion? Whatever it takes. We passed through the abyss and have seen so much evil and sorrow. We let the demons toy with us for too long, always defending against their attacks and never going on the offensive. Now that we have defeated Baphomet, everything changed. The Lady in the Shadow did not expect things to happen the way they did, even though she tried to hide her surprise. I want to go after Mutasaf, and he's leading an army to the Temple of Kulura. We have to stop him. Moreover, he knows the echo of the Skari. He will be the first step on the ladder that leads us towards those who rule the world wound. If we set off right now, we can probably catch up with him. You can find us after you finish your business here in the Abyss. The hand of the Inheritor is dead. He was a warrior, he died as a warrior. But he was avenged. The children of Kulura will keep the memory of their friend and ally alive. I still can't believe it happened. He was an example to all of us, the leader of the angelic host. It's been a long time since heavens has suffered such a terrible loss. The herald of Yom Medea is not easy to kill, but we saw Baphomet rip his heart out. A heart that knew no cowardice, self-interest or malice. How could the demon lord even touch it? Surely its fire would have incinerated it. We'll meet in Golarion. If Mutasafan shows up in the world wound, we'll meet you at his location. Otherwise, we'll meet in Pelura's Fall. Dear God. Thanks, Street, thanks. Guys, thanks for the sub. Thanks a lot. Listen, we were speaking about internet shutdown, electricity shutdowns, all social media